New Brunswick, the voice of the marshes.
The time is 9 o'clock, and you are listening to CHMA 106.9 FM.
And now it's time for your CHMA News. We're broadcasting from Sackville, New Brunswick, the heart of the Maritimes and the traditional and unceded lands of the Mi'kmaq people. Coming up in the next 15 minutes, we'll have your local news, Atlantic update, weather, sports update, and some community announcements.
I'm Mike Robar, and this is your local CHMA News. Coming up today, a new steering committee is working to get Tantramar recognized as an age-friendly community. I spoke with two of the community members on that committee. I'm Mike Robar, and this is your local CHMA News. Coming up today, I spoke with two members of a new steering committee that is working towards getting Tantramar recognized as an age-friendly community. But first, the Shiretown Festival will kick off in Dorchester this weekend, with plenty of activities for all ages. From a kids' parade to bike rodeo. From a kids' parade to a bike rodeo, a community-wide yard sale to an art event, from a games afternoon to a car show, the festival has a packed lineup of events running from Thursday, June 11th to Sunday, June 14th. The events will get underway with the opening ceremony Thursday evening, with a Citizen of the Year award to be handed out at the Village Square. A bike rodeo will follow at the square, and the night will finish off with a Beavers and Cubs Bring a Friend dance at the Veterans Community Center. Friday will feature a kids' parade at the Dorchester Takeout and music at the Community Center. Saturday's lineup will include a breakfast, a community yard sale, vendors and games at the square, an art event at Station 8, an afternoon parade, a cake auction, an open house at the fire hall, and music at the Takeout with Drew Moore. A weekend-long book sale will also run from Thursday to Saturday afternoon. The festival will wrap up with a car show on Sunday afternoon. For more information, visit Tantramar's Facebook page. And now, your feature story. A new steering committee is setting its sights on securing Tantramar's designation as an age-friendly community. If successful, the designation would make Tantramar the 18th community in New Brunswick to be recognized for its efforts to be more inclusive in supporting healthy aging. The group met with a representative from Age-Friendly Active Communities New Brunswick last Thursday and is now focused on moving forward with a simple aim, said Rochelle Garriapy, a member of the working group and coordinator for the local nursing home Without Walls.
Our goal is to provide the physical and social space for people of all ages to feel included and be able to participate in activities and be connected with community and one another.
The first steps toward recognition have already been completed, getting official municipal support and forming the group. Next is consulting with members of the community and various local organizations to determine needs, said Garriapy.
It's critical that we hear from our community members what areas may need improvement and what our strengths are. So it's very much centered on the knowledge of our community and the lived experience of older adults in the community to understand what could be improved upon and what our focus needs to be.
Over the summer, the group will be conducting surveys in partnership with the municipality, and in the fall will connect with folks through focus groups and public forums. They plan to share information for these through the town's newsletter. The hope is to leverage the lived experience of older adults in the region to come up with ideas those in the group may miss, especially small things those with mobility or vision may not notice, like a ramp for those with walkers but that has no railing, or a door too heavy at the top to open. Or even simpler, like snow clearing, said Heather Patterson, another member of the steering committee.
But often, if there's a railing, they clean sort of up to about a foot away from the railing, and you can't hang on to the railing. And a lot of us need that now. So those kinds of really small details, but ones that can make a huge difference in people's lives, and which I'm pretty sure the municipality would be happy to implement for us.
Once the assessment is complete, the steering committee will come up with a 3-year action plan focused on addressing 8 key areas laid out by the World Health Organization: housing, social participation, outdoor spaces and buildings, community support and health services, respect and social inclusion, civic participation and employment, communication and information, and transportation. The group will then submit the action plan along with a 1-page summary of the steps and initiatives undertaken by the community in working towards becoming age-friendly. And the province will assess the plan and notify the group within 8 to 10 weeks. If successful, the municipality will be added to the list of age-friendly communities and receive a plaque stating as much. But there's a more important reason to do the work, said Patterson.
There is a real incentive for the town to get this, but also inviting seniors to live in this community is really good for the community. I mean, seniors are the ones that volunteer because they have the time. Seniors are the ones who advocate because they have the time. They vote. They don't need jobs. They pay taxes. They're all really good citizens to have in the community because they could share so much wisdom and knowledge that we haven't learned yet.
Those looking to connect with the steering committee can email the group at agefriendlytantramar@gmail.com or by contacting the municipality. As always, head to chmafm.com to follow these and other stories from your community. And if you have any news, tips, or ideas, email news@chmafm.com. I'm Mike Robar with your local CHMA News from Tantramar.
Hi, I'm Nabiha, and you're listening to CHMA 106.9 FM.
And here's your CHMA Atlantic update. New Brunswick's public school teachers will receive a 14.5% wage increase over 5 years under a new collective agreement. The deal was signed between the provincial government and the New Brunswick Teachers Federation today. Federation President Heidi Ryder says the agreement will help attract and retain teachers while recognizing time spent preparing for classes. Premier Susan Holt says the contract reflects her government's commitment to investing in education. New Brunswick's new province-wide school lunch program will be available in all schools this fall, offering meals at full price, reduced cost, or fully subsidized rates. Fredericton Community Kitchen says it supports the rollout and would welcome a future where its student hunger program is no longer needed. The organization currently provides up to 500 free lunches daily to students in 26 Fredericton area schools and plans to continue operating during the transition. Fredericton Community Kitchens will also participate in the provincial program by supplying meals to 3 small schools near Fredericton. Nova Scotia says it is on track to move all people with disabilities out of institutions by 2028. The commitment follows a 2021 human rights ruling that found systemic discrimination in housing and support services. Government officials say the number of people living in institutions has fallen by 301 over the past 3 years. A total of 559 people remain in institutions, and Minister Susan Corkum-Greek says they can be transitioned to community-based housing within 2 years. Halifax Regional Police are reporting a spike in reports of youths brandishing imitation firearms in public. Staff Sergeant Nick Pepler says that since January 1st, officers have responded to 20 incidents involving youths carrying pellet or BB guns, which can look like real firearms. Pepler says there's no way for officers in the field to quickly distinguish a replica from an authentic firearm. That means anyone carrying an imitation weapon in public is putting themselves in grave danger. A Newfoundland and Labrador man has been sentenced for threatening the Russian ambassador to Canada and the ambassador's family in 2022. Kagan Eric Roy pleaded guilty in March 2026 to criminal harassment and uttering threats. The RCMP arrested Roy in January 2023 after investigators linked him to threatening emails sent to the Russian embassy in Ottawa. Roy was sentenced on June 9th to a 24-month conditional sentence order, followed by 36 months of probation. A 68-year-old man has died following a multi-vehicle collision on Veterans Memorial Highway in Newfoundland. The crash occurred Tuesday morning and left 2 vehicles extensively damaged, while a third vehicle stopped at the scene. The deceased man's passenger suffered serious but non-threatening life injuries, while the other driver's injuries are also not considered life-threatening. RCMP traffic investigators are examining the cause of the collision and seeking witnesses or dashcam footage. And that has been your CHMA Atlantic Update.
Hey, this is Bahamas. You're listening to CHMA 106.9 FM in Sackville, New Brunswick, home to some of my dear friends Jesse Baird and Julie Duran.
And now for the weather. Today we're looking at mainly sunny skies with fog patches dissipating in the morning with a high of 23, a humidex of 28, and a UV index of 9 or very high. At night, a few clouds with a low of 9. On Friday, a mix of sun and cloud with a high of 25 except 18 along parts of the coast, and then at night, cloudy periods with a low of 10. On Saturday, showers with a high of 17, then at night, showers with a low of 13. On Sunday, cloudy skies with a high of 22, then at night, cloudy periods with a 30% chance of showers and a low of 12. On Monday, cloudy with a 60% chance of showers and a high of 19. Then at night, cloudy skies with a 60% chance of showers and a low of 13. Finally, on Tuesday, cloudy with a 60% chance of showers and a high of 21. And that has been the weather.
Hi, I'm Micah Branch, and you're listening to CHMA 106.9 FM in Sackville, New Brunswick.
And here's Brian Nielsen with your CHMA Sports Update.
If you didn't happen to watch Game 4 of the NBA Finals last night, then you missed the greatest comeback in NBA Finals history. Yes, the New York Knicks, being down 29 points in the second half, came all the way back to defeat the San Antonio Spurs 107-106 thanks to an OG Anunoby tip-in with 1.2 seconds left on the clock. Knicks take a 3-1 lead in the best-of-7 series that continues on Saturday. In WNBA action yesterday, 2 games. The Toronto Tempo, they win their first overtime game in franchise history. They defeat the visiting Connecticut Sun 106-102 at Coca-Cola Coliseum. And it was the Los Angeles Sparks on the roads. Thanks to a strong fourth quarter, they defeat the Seattle Storm 88-83. Couple dramatic finishes in Major League Baseball yesterday afternoon. Fernando Tatis Jr. of the San Diego Padres hits a bottom of the ninth walk-off home run to defeat the Reds 5-4. And San Francisco, in even more dramatic fashion, scored 10 runs in the last 2 innings, capped off by a Bryce Eldridge walk-off grand slam. Giants defeat the Nationals 11-10. In other action, the New York Yankees defeat the Cleveland Guardians 8-4. The Tampa Bay Rays defeat the Red Sox 7-5. It was the Orioles 7-2 winners over the Mariners at home. Pirates come back against Shohei Ohtani and the Los Angeles Dodgers to win 9-8. Twins with the Tigers 6-4 final there. Marlins shut out the D-backs 8-0. Phillies defeat the Jays again 7-4 at the Rogers Center. It was the Mets on the wrong end of a 9-2 final against the St. Louis Cardinals. Took 10 innings for the Rangers to beat the Royals in Kansas City 6-4. And then a bunch of one-run games saw the Chicago White Sox defeat Atlanta at home 2-1. Rockies defeat the Cubs 3-2 at home. Athletics defeat the Brewers at home 4-3. And the LA Angels defeat the Houston Astros 3-2, also at home. Coming up today, first game of the World Cup 2026 in Mexico City. Mexico takes on South Africa. Game 5 of the Stanley Cup Finals returns to Carolina, where that series is all tied up at 2 games apiece. And the RBC Canadian Open in golf begins today just outside of Toronto.
And that's Brian Nielsen with your CHMA Sports Update. Please be sure to check out Brian's show on Mondays at 8:30 a.m. for more sports commentary.
Hi, this is Carissa from Radio Laurier, and you're listening to CHMA.
And now for what's happening in your community. First up, on June 10th, Canadian folk musician Lotus White is coming to Sackville. A cult favorite in folk circles for years, Lotus bends folk, blues, and ragtime into an unmistakable sound that's equal parts backwoods mysticism and front porch virtuosity. From the Shetland Islands to Turkey, Denmark to the Netherlands, Lotus has carried his strange and spellbinding sound across the globe, this time arriving at Ducky's on June 10th, this Wednesday. The performance will begin at 8 p.m. The entry fee is $10 per person, or pay what you can. The Sackville Sports Wall of Fame will be adding 2 new portraits to celebrate its 2 latest inductees on Thursday, June 11th at 6:30 p.m. The induction ceremony takes place every 2 years to celebrate outstanding Tantramar athletes. This ceremony will celebrate Tantramar Titans football coach Gordon Scott O'Neill and sports administrator and coach Jack Drover. Everyone is invited to attend the ceremony at the Tantramar Regional High School auditorium. Marshlight Theatre is excited to announce an August outdoors production written by Dan Bray and directed by Paul Griffin. This production, Zomblet, is a production combining the classic story of Hamlet with zombies. Whether you are an established actor, an inspired actor, or just someone excited by the idea, Marshlight Theatre is opening auditions to the public. Tryouts consist of a cold read, and materials will be provided at the audition. They will be held from June 13th to 15th. Any questions or interest in backstage and tech help can be directed to Paul Griffin at griffinpaul438@gmail.com. The Keeler House Museum is having its season opening this June, Saturday 13th. Attendants can visit the museum at no admission cost to mark the 2026 year. The season opening will be hosted from 2 to 4 p.m. with opening remarks, refreshments, and plenty of opportunities to mingle. You can find the historic property on 4974 Main Street in Dorchester, New Brunswick. And that's what's happening in your community.
And that was your CHMA News. Please visit www.chmafm.com for more news and to sign up for our email newsletter. Funding is provided by our monthly sustainers, the Community Radio Fund of Canada, and the Municipality of Tantramar's Community Development Grant. If you have a story idea or would like to include an announcement, please write us at news@chmafm.com.
Hola, soy Diego y estás escuchando CHMA 106.9 en Sackville, New Brunswick.
Good morning, everyone. Whether you are heading to work, getting off a shift, or just waking up in the morning, you are listening to CHMA 106.9 FM in Sackville, New Brunswick, Voice of the Marshes. I'm Maya Noel, and this is the Late Morning Show. Today is Thursday, June 11th. I hope you guys are enjoying the midpoint of the week. We made it. We are making it. We will make it. We're going to jump into some music right away. First up, we have Parquet with Every Day I Run Up, and then Mira with After the Rain. Thank you so much for listening, and enjoy.
Being thirsty, it makes me feel grateful for living here. Every day I do this 10 times or more. The bank's right out my door. It makes everyday runner. When the leaves are in all the trees, I see everything, even the lake flowing in its original name, even the tower floating over the stage. Everyday runner. 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 Now that I am far from New York City, kinda nowhere, kinda somewhere pretty. I don't recognize the trees, do they recognize me? All I know is for the meantime I'm not so busy. I'd like to be a stranger in a strange land. At least I like it when it's something I plan. But is it bitter or bittersweet? What was that look of defeat? Did you really check on out? I don't understand. Out here in so many empty spaces, just being without giving, without taking. I don't mind missing out, there's so much I can do without, but I still don't ever plan to be replacing my whole life. I've dedicated to being true to love, unfading for myself, my family and friends, for you and the street.
You just heard Mira with After the Rain on CHMA 106.9 FM in Sackville, New Brunswick, Voice of the Marshes. I'm Maya Noel, and you're listening to The Late Morning Show. And we also heard Every Day I Run Up by Parquet. Next up, we've got Falana with Don't Go Far, as well as Athabasca with Kundila Mawadi. Let's get into it.
I just want to love you every single morning. I'm not afraid to need you every single day. And anytime I see you, I give the Lord some praises. And I just want to feel you when I close my eyes in bed. So don't go far, baby.